Friends, it's good to spend a minute or two with you today. How was last week for you? I hope you had opportunities to help someone, learn something new, and perhaps even face one or two of life's little challenges. Before we begin, though, you might want to get a pen and paper. There may be a thought or two you'll want to remember. Now, over the past several weeks, we've been talking about becoming ready, not by worrying, not by trying to predict every problem, but by learning a simple method to think when life surprises us. We've talked about our formula. We recognize, we pause, we ponder, then we plan and act. Well, last week we put that formula to work using something almost everyone has experienced. A car that wouldn't start or a flat tire. Well, this week, something unexpected happened to me. I wasn't looking for it. I simply noticed it. Several times during the week, I found myself using the formula. Not because I was trying to remember the 5 words or the 5 steps. It simply happened. That caused me to stop and think. Maybe that's how many worthwhile things happen in life. Think about learning to drive. I remember that time. It was really something. And at first I wasn't too good. At first, though, every step requires our attention. Where do I look? When do I brake? How fast do I go? How close can I get to the other car? Or should I? Everything takes effort. But after enough practice, we no longer think about every step. The practice has become part of us. So I began wondering, maybe becoming ready works the same way. Perhaps the goal isn't to memorize 5 words. Perhaps the goal is to practice them until they become part of the way we think and live. Not just during emergencies, during everyday life, when plans change, when a conversation doesn't go as expected, when we're frustrated, when we're asked to make a decision. Each ordinary moment becomes another opportunity so we can recognize, pause, ponder, plan, and then act. I've also discovered something else. The best time to practice isn't during the crisis. It's during ordinary days when life is calm, because that's when we can develop confidence without pressure. Then, when life surprises us, those times when there might be a fire in the house, we lose our job, someone special to us needs our help. We don't have to invent a way to think. We've already been practicing it. So this week, I'd like to invite you to try something. Don't wait for a major problem. Simply notice one ordinary moment, just one. Then quietly walk through the formula. Recognize, pause, ponder, plan, and act. Not because you have to, but because every time you do practice, you're becoming a little more ready. I'd also like to ask something special. Next week when we meet again, I hope you'll be able to say something like this. I noticed this past week one moment where I thought differently. If that happens, something important has begun. You're no longer just hearing the formula. You're beginning to make it your own. And that's really been our hope all along. Not that you would think like me, act like me, do as I would do, but that you would do as you need to do. Learn to think wisely for yourself. Little by little, thought by thought, decision by decision, confidence begins replacing uncertainty. And perhaps That's how we eventually learn to sleep when the wind blows. Now, until next time, be safe, be well, be happy, so you can be ready.